Hey, it's Heidi from A Lively Hope, and today we are back with our next installment of our Watercolor Basics series. I've got my watercolor sketchbook, my praying watercolors, and just a jar with water and a medium-size paintbrush. We're going to work on painting gradients today, which means that we're going to start with super saturated paint and then slowly add more water and more water and more water till we make the paint lighter in color. The way we make our paint lighter in watercolor is by adding more water. So I dipped my paintbrush in water, I got some paint on it, and now I'm painting with that straight, pretty dark watercolor. Watch super closely right here. I'm going to dip my paintbrush, kind of scrape it off on the side, and I do not get more paint. I added more water to make it a lighter color of purple. I'm going to do the same thing again. Dip and tap to get the excess water off. And then I'm going to make it even lighter. And then I'll go in one more time. Got to turn this around so you can see better. And get the very, very lightest, super duper light watercolor. It's even a little bit hard to see with this camera, but it is visible on the paper. So then we'll start again with a new color. We're going to make a rectangle. This is kind of a teal, dark teal color that I think is really pretty. So I make the outside of the rectangle first and then fill it in. And I'm going to dip, but I don't get more paint. And then fill in the rectangle. And I'm just going to keep doing that for this whole page with different colors in a line. So the only time I get paint on my paintbrush is for the very first rectangle. And then I'm just going to add more water each time until I have darker at the top, medium, lighter, lightest. So I'm going to speed this up now so you can watch it. But really, today is pretty simple. Darker color, add some water, add some water, add some water. Can't wait to see what you make. I also wanted to make sure to point out that in this exercise, we are keeping our rectangles separate from each other. In the past, we've made it so circles have touched and intentionally bled into each other. And in this exercise, we want them separate because we want those colors to be very true and we want to have a little bit more control. So we're not blending anything today. We're just practicing making the exact same color lighter, lighter, lighter. Did you notice that I accidentally made my first rectangle a little bit bigger each time? That's okay. Because remember, we're not about being perfect, we're about learning. So I'm going to try to go back right here and make it about the same size as the first one, that first purple rectangle I made, and get back on track with the sizes. Almost finished here, and it doesn't matter what color you did and what order. You could do all the same color if you wanted, but it's so fun to see how they just get lighter and lighter and lighter as we add more water. Happy painting!